So here I am about to put the second Jeep step on. This is the first one, as you can see. It's very easy to put in. It's just held by 2 bolts. And I'm going to put on the second one. So as you can see, here are the 2 bolts that you want to remove. So this one right here, and this other one. They're a bit hard to remove at first, but once you get them going, they're pretty easy. You're also going to replace the original washers with these, since they won't fit the brackets and the steps. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them. At this point, basically you unscrew the bolts, and they kind of don't unscrew any further. They're just kind of shaking like this. As you can see, they're not coming down, but they're shaky. At this point, you basically just want to pull down on them as hard as you can, and they'll just pop out. It's not that easy. If you can do it by hand. You can use something to help, but I've just done it by hand both times. But it definitely requires a bit of force, and considering you're laying pretty much under the car, it's a little bit of an odd way to grip it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these out. So now that I got both the bolts out, and it's really not that easy to get them out by hand. I kind of didn't want to lay on the ground here since it was wet, but I guess if you could lay on the ground, it wouldn't be too bad. So as you can see, both holes are empty. And actually, one thing to notice is this kind of a rubber bracket. So when you screw in the new step, make sure it's never going to be 100% tight, because this part is rubber here. So it's going to move just a tiny little bit, but it shouldn't really matter. All right, now time to put the step on. Now the only difficult part about doing the step by yourself is that you have to hold it while bolting it in, which is kind of problematic. It's not heavy, but it's a bit awkward. So kind of just try to do what you can, and it can. Now similar to when you're kind of taking the bolts out, when you put them in, they first need to kind of pop in a little bit. So then usually if you're doing this by yourself, you should kind of pop the first bolt in, and you try to give it 1 or 2 screws. It can be kind of hard to tell if it's actually screwed in or if it's just popped in. So you kind of just hope it doesn't fall out, and at this point you want to do the other side, and then you kind of proceed from there and just bolt them both in, and you should be good to go. Now that it's done, looks pretty good. Though I'm noticing the gap right here is a little larger than it is on the other side. I'm trying to kind of push it forward a little bit with this bolt, but there still seems to be a slight difference. And overall, I think it looks okay, but this side doesn't look quite as good as the other side. And once again, it should have some give, so when you step on it, it moves just a little bit because it has the rubber mountings. So yeah, maybe later I'll check just to make sure this bolt is perfectly straight in. Maybe it's a little crooked, but considering it's raining today, I think I'll leave it as it is. But it still looks pretty good. So now anyone who's not as tall or like an older person can get into the vehicle much more easily.